Well, what's going on, everybody? Man, Eric Wilson for the Sports Arena. Yep, my week 3 pick'ems. Not a great week for me last week. If you saw any of my picks, basically the 1 o'clock games, it was whoever I didn't pick, with the exception of the Lions. Hopefully, I'll do a little bit better for you this week. And I'm not starting off great as I did. I'm 2-1 now on Thursday nights. Pittsburgh let me down a little bit, but let's get to the games that we got this week, and I'll let you know where I feel with them. So, of course, we're going to start with Houston at Chicago. Okay, listen, Lovie Smith, you know this Bears team. It's different, but you have got to get over the hump, my brother. I'm going to ride with, in fact, you beating Chicago in Chicago. Y'all know I got love for Justin, but I'm starting to see more with Davis Mills and Lovie Smith. So I'm taking Houston over the Chicago Bears. Las Vegas at Tennessee, 2-0-2 teams that I did not think would be in this exact situation. Oh, what do I always say? You stack 8 in the box and stop Derrick Henry. Well, Derrick Henry likes to bowl through people. Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, something has got to give. Darren Waller, something's got to change. All right, here's how it's going. For the third week in a row, I am going to pick the Las Vegas Raiders. But make no mistake about it. If the Raiders lose to the Titans, I am going to be done with the Raiders for an extended period of time. Kansas City at Indy, of course you don't go on with the Chiefs. Matt Ryan still hasn't figured out the very simple fact. Give the ball to Jonathan Taylor and let him run the ball. It's just that simple, Matt Ryan. Taking the Chiefs all day in this one. Buffalo at Miami. Now, as we know, Buffalo has lost some significant defensive players. Still don't think it's enough. I think this Miami hype train, a.k.a. known as the John Shear President Fan Club #1, whatever you want to call him, as he says, the Tua and O. No, John, you might as well forget about that. Buffalo is, and will be my pick to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. I've got Buffalo. Even though they're missing components, Buffalo is beating Miami today. Detroit at Minnesota. Well, Kirk Cousins got beat up Monday night by my Philadelphia Eagles, so you know he wants some payback. Dalvin Cook did not look as good as he thought he was going to be. Justin Jefferson got shut down. So I anticipate that Minnesota is going to come out guns blazing. But again, this is a new look Detroit Lions team. You've got DeAndre Swift. You have St. Brown. This team actually not only believes in themselves, but their fans are riding with them. You don't see the paper bags in the stands anymore. They got hope. They got a true, they want this. I'm siding with the Lions. I'm riding with them. Not just because I don't like Kirk Cousins, but I just feel like this is a different Detroit team. Sleep on them if you want. Remember, I'm high on them right now. Baltimore at New England. Mac Jones, Jacoby Myers, they say might not play today. I think he is a factor. For some reason, New England, it's just not what we have seen over the last 2 decades. And I have to believe that after what Baltimore's defense let happen last week, they're going to shut down Mac Jones. I'm taking the Ravens over the Patriots. Cincy at the Jets. Boy, here we go. The Jets come back from being down 14 with Joe Flacco and beat the Cleveland Browns. Joe Flacco picked apart Myles Garrett. Let that marinate for 2 seconds. Now you've got Cincy. I'm taking the Jets. I think Cincinnati Bengals are going to go 0-3 and then they'll turn it around. But I'm taking the Jets to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Philly at Washington. You already know where I'm going with this. Don't even ask the question. New Orleans at Carolina. As Ryan Clark would say from ESPN's Get Up in the Pivot Podcast, Baker, where are you? You know what? Michael Thomas is coming back like a man possessed. I am going to take the New Orleans Saints to beat the Carolina Panthers. Jacksonville at the Chargers. We still don't know what Justin Herbert, if he's going to play today. When you have a man of his caliber not on the field, it changes the trajectory of how a game unfolds. I was wrong not to go with my original pick and take Jacksonville last week. I won't make that mistake again. I think Jacksonville, who has had a difficult time playing on the West Coast, I think they actually get the W here. If Justin Herbert, even if he does play, he's not going to be fully healthy. So we know Austin Ekeler is going to have a heavy dose of the run game. But Christian Kirk is going to look good and has looked good. I'm taking Jacksonville over the Chargers. Rams at Arizona, taking the Rams on this one. Sorry, Kyler Murray. The Rams are just on pace to get themselves back to where they need to be. Atlanta at Seattle. Marcus Mariota. Oh, the 12 at home. They pulled one out week 1, Monday Night Football against Russell Wilson. I'll take Seattle on this one. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. You've got Aaron Rodgers. You've got Tom Brady. Both guys are missing key components at the wide receiver position. So you've got a two-headed running back monster in Aaron Jones and I believe it's AJ. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's AJ Dillon, but I might be wrong. But then you've got Leonard Fournette. I think the task for me is the defensive side of the ball. So I'm actually going to roll with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and saying their defense is the reason they get the victory. San Fran at Denver. We already see what San Fran is now that they have Jimmy G. Oh, and by the way, one of the top 3 tight ends in the entire NFL is back in George Kittle. I expect this to be a San Francisco win all night long. Monday night matchup, Dallas against the Giants. You already know where I'm at on this. Giants are going 3-0 to tie with Philadelphia. Both these teams will be 3-0 within the NFC East. So, again, those are my picks for week 3. Let's see how I fare on this. I will talk to you guys next week. Everyone stay blessed. Peace.